Hello, everybody. This is Charles Harper, and I'm here with Chad Eljisr. I really want to talk about a PLR package that he and I think Jimmy are coming out with. And depending on when you're hearing this, you're going to want to make sure that you take a look at this, especially if you have a business-related audience, or even if you have, an audience in general that wants to know about productivity. Chad, welcome.
Hey Charles, how are you? Good to
Um,
good to hear about you to talk to you now.
yeah, right
Uh,
on.
yeah. I mean, I'm very excited about this pack because it's a bundle of four different productivity related PLR packs, and the first one covers productivity. It's called Productivity Hacks. The second is about time management. The third is about planning. It's called 90-day action plan, and the fourth is called Focus for Success. So all together they work very well. They work each one on its own as its own product. These are full-fledged PLR product, each one on its own, with the classical kind of content pack that includes lead magnet
Yep.
articles for content marketing, but also the main training or ebook. Plus, in some of those packages, I have this really cool feature that it's called like a challenge. It's like the 21-day challenge, and it helps. We use the content that we already have, but we repackage it so it in a format for our PLR customers, so they would be able to use it as a training in the format of a challenge, which is really very very people love it. This kind of format. All right,
Yep. Yep. I like it.
and
So yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's you mentioned that it's being productivity. It really covers a lot of niches. Of course, the business niche. It's a huge market. I've before being into I worked also in the corporate world, and a lot of companies used to pay good money to get the trainers into to their company to train their staff related to time management, how to be efficient, and
Right.
everything around productivity. So this is really is an evergreen topic. It's really hot, and especially now at the end of the year, this works well because if people want to prepare some training to launch in November, for example, they have all the time now to do that because people love to plan at the end of the year for what they're gonna do the year after, how they want to change their habits, how they want to be maybe more productive, how they want to obtain their goals, achieve their goals, and so on. So that's why I'm excited about this package. And if you want to just enter this new market, so you'll be able to not only use this package to create products, full-fledged products, you can also do that, use that content for your blog, a productivity blog, for your Facebook group maybe, and then you can also promote other related products like the one that you have a few of your video trainings that are all about productivity tools, that
Right.
I really love, like the one on Trello, the one on you have like at least four or five of those.
Evernote. Yeah.
Evernote, yeah, that one I like. I bought that one, so they work together. I mean, that's what's really interesting.
So now, I like to train, Chad. So let's say that, as a trainer, I wanted to take some of what's in there and then I wanted to teach productivity, let's say before I sold a video pack. So how would I go about that with this package?
This is actually perfect, because you would use this material to establish yourself as an authority, and doing, if you want, also free training. As I said, the challenges are couple of those packages include like challenges like 21-day time management challenge. So you could do that for free, and you could not just also build people that an audience of people that are interested in that, but at the same time, people are following you for those 21 days. You are building this trust and authority. So then, you would recommend the video PR that you have especially those tools, that it will be like a natural extension, and it makes sense, if you want to learn about being more productive, and then I say, hey, now you can also use those tools, to be still, more efficient.
Right. No, I like it. So I could do the challenge. I could do a
Yeah,
challenge
that's
with
one of
you.
the best ideas actually that I recommend.
Yeah, and then so now one of the other things at least I have been talking about recommending is that when people, do that kind of training, that they also have like some content on their website. And that's just so that people can kind of not spend their time on social media, but spend the time on my website. So you've got, in addition to, let's say, the challenge, and let's say the ebook, you said you've also got content that I could put on my site.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look why it's so interesting, because you can really build a full-fledged website around the topics of productivity, because this, as I said, this is like 4 packs in one. All right, so each pack has 7 articles. So you have 7 by 4. You have 28 articles to build your blog. You know what you understand how it's, as I said, it's like you have everything you need to dominate that niche. To be, to establish yourself and to make people come to your website, as you said. So just that in itself, you have enough content. Then you have 4 lead magnets, one on productivity, one on time management, one on planning and setting goals, and one on focus. So you can use this in different times or different on different platforms, to build your list. Then you have those challenges, as I said, that you can use to build that authority and that rapport with your audience, if you are, you want to attract that kind of audience. And finally, you can also use the ebooks to sell as is, or to turn them into, for example, what I mean, video courses. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
Each one on its own, or you can do a mega home study course about productivity and put all these together. So we have really a lot of options to be unique and to have something that, as I said, it's related to be an authority into that specific niche, and then
Right.
it
And
becomes a
now is the
natural
time to do
thing.
that, right? And now would be the time to do that, like you said, because the beginning of the year, right,
Exactly.
people are starting to think about that stuff.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. Now, if you get into that now, you have the time to establish that authority, and then in November you begin, more aggressive selling. But you already got, you already built that audience, and so you could then recommend your own products and some other related products, including, if people would get your video PLR, on Evernote, Zapier, or Trello, or I'm trying to remember. There is still one, but there are a few that you did, that are really that would work perfectly. So you'd extend your portfolio. So we really have, you are building an audience, you are building authority, and then you have also already a portfolio, a potential portfolio of products, which I find fantastic. You know what I mean? It's like it's a good way to be there, and already not just with a funnel, but also with a portfolio of products that you could integrate, into your funnel, or launch it, and in different moments. Like every 4 weeks, you could launch one of those video trainings.
Right.
So it's really. In my opinion, it's a very cool thing for anybody interested in this. And as I said, it works if you are into you are talking to entrepreneurs or business owners or people that have small companies and need training around that topic. But it could also work for specifically just self-improvement, or if you want to make it training. And there are a lot of people just also outside of the normal business world that want to be more productive. They want to save time. The idea that time is something you cannot get back. This is
Yep.
it's everybody wants to use their time in a way that they could make the best out of it.
So let's say I guess the kind of one of the last things I wanted to kind of talk about, and I just thought of this, is let's say I'm a podcaster, right? Or I do a lot, because I do like audio, right? As you,
Right.
as you can see, right? I prefer audio, but um, if I were to, let's say I wanted to include, either at the end or like you said, between now and the end of the year, I wanted to make sure that on my podcast, I'm talking about productivity. So I could probably take, let's say a portion every podcast between now and the end of the year and give people kind of either tips on being more productive or is it adaptable to that?
It's perfect for that, because as I said, the way how it's broken down, the content, you can take, also like sections, like, productivity hacks are like 20 different hacks. So you take each one on its own and you talk about it. So, and you start with the what's written in the package, the PLR pack. And the same with each one of these, they're easy to break down into specific, like mini training or actions to take related to those topics. As I said, focus, time management, goal setting, and productivity.
That's cool.
Plus there are things, there are also sections, for example, in the ebook, like for example, productivity tools. So you can, this on its own, it's a nice audio or video where you talk about 5 to 10 productivity apps, you know what I mean? The same thing for time management or for focus. So there are a lot of sections inside each one of the ebook that would work on its own, as you said, as like a snippet of a few minutes inside your podcast.
No, that's cool. I don't know when people are going to hear it. I mean, some people are going to stumble on this, maybe on YouTube. So depending on when they're hearing this, I know that in the past, sometimes the pricing changes, Chad. So let's say that they're hearing this at the very beginning when you guys are first releasing it. Um, uh, they should probably anticipate that they're not going to be able to get the introductory pricing, indefinitely.
You are totally right. I mean, this is a special bundle, like, like with a fire sale spirit, in the sense that each one on its own, normally it costs $47, each one of these 4 products. But we are doing that bundle, special discount of $27 the first day for everything, and it will go up, slightly during the 7 days launch period. And then it will go to $97 and then to $197 once, like once a few weeks would pass after the launch. But after the launch period, exactly in 7 days, it will go to $97, and there is no joke about it. It's not, it's
Right.
it's a
I've
specific
never
offer.
known you to, right. I've never known you to play games. So I know you're not.
Right, exactly.
It's going to be 97 because that's what, and actually even at $97, right? I mean, it's kind of, you're getting done for you content, you're getting 4 courses, even at $97, it's a good deal, right?
It is, yeah. No, I mean, for what it has, it's really everything you need to enter the productivity market.
Yeah, right on. Okay, so everybody here, if you're listening to this, I'm going to suggest that you go to the PLRshow.com/PRDO, right? And then you'll be able to get the bonuses that I'm going to be putting together. I may also even do a short training on the ways that I see that you can do this to sell the videos that you already have. I mean, if you have Trello, if you have, let's say, Evernote and some of our other productivity stuff, I will kind of jump on and I'll do a little brief live, and I'll tell you about kind of how you want to structure it to get people, use this content to get people to those offers. Chad, any last things that we ought to know?
Uh, just that, for me, this is like the best offer you can get, and this is the kind of content that you will use today, or even if you're not entering the productivity niche, you'll use it or part of it in your trainings when you do any kind of business training. So, and especially if you are adding your own bonuses, I think this is something really cool to get.
Excellent. Okay, so everybody, this is a productivity pack. It's 4 products actually in one. And this has been Chad Eljisr. And again, go to the plrshow.com/PRDO, the plrshow.com/PRDO. Make sure you're doing this within the week when they're launching it if you want the $27 price, because if you're listening to this and it's already $97, you just might have missed the introductory price. But still, again, at $97, you're actually getting 4 pieces that you can put together, and you're getting my bonuses with it. So everybody, thank you for listening in. Chad, thanks for coming on and talking to us.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.